Please exit through the rear door. Next stop, Church Avenue and Bedford Avenue. Transfer available to be £49. This stop is Church Avenue and Bedford Avenue.
Yeah. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh, sorry.
You're gonna have to step aside. Go to the front. Go. I got my book bag. I want to get hit, so you can.
Sorry.
If I hit you, I'm sorry. Okay, I got it.
So why don't you set your bag properly?
You see, I have a cane, right? You see, I got a cane.
Go,
Come on, man.
go. Y'all just make problems.
Tell you, these black women. These black women. These Negropean women. Tell you. Oh yeah. Look at them out there doing the hand signal. Fuck out of here. Get the middle finger. All right, I gotta go to the post office. Okay. Oh, let's see what's going on here. Come on. Stalkers. They even stalking the damn post office. Standing there. Talk about the use of colors, right? And how they engage in color psychological warfare. Alright? Oh yeah. I just took my phone out, you got a call one. Yeah, they've been, I've been getting a lot of texts from Isla today too, so I know they're targeting her a lot. Whenever they engage in this activity towards me in such an extreme way, the same thing is being done to other TIs. All right. Let me see. Still says it's on the processing of destination. Alright? Why would it still be processing of destination? The delivery date is supposed to be you know what? I'm gonna let this play out. Because again, I wanna document what it is that they're doing. Okay, so Yeah, I'm gonna let it play out because it's still early. It says it's supposed to be the sirens. It says that it's supposed to be. Look, I'm marching. Fuck out of here. Keep telling them, all right? There ain't no fear here. I'm damn sure defend myself. Any means necessary, motherfuckers. Any means necessary. You got a shirt that says National Grid. Let me tell you, everything I talk about, they will look, no more ambulance again. So on my way over here, a lot of ambulance. I had to do a very short video to show you, so you guys can see the manipulation, right? The noise campaign, I should say, in which they're engaging, right? So anyhow, also my post on Facebook, I talk about how they will use women, and on Facebook I was posting pictures of black women in fitness. When you look at the obesity rate amongst black women, it's the highest in the nation, right? And black women do not take their health seriously because of how they're conditioned. They will do everything. When you listen to how they talk, they will do everything except to lose the weight. But when they are dating men of other groups, a lot of Muslims, they've been attacking lately because of it's going to give the kid the computer. His father is Muslim, so he's Muslim. So they'll try to deter me from donating the computer to him. Like I said, listen, I tried with my own. And I was getting hate. They were acting like if, they're doing me a favor. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing you a favor, right? Like, why wouldn't you want your child to get a free computer? You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I tried it with my people, and I get hate. Like Malcolm said, right? When it comes to loving your people, they're gonna hate you because they're conditioned to hate the people that truly love them, right? And they love the people that hate them. You know what I'm saying? It is the psychological dynamics of the abuser and the victims, right? Abusers and victims. White people are abusers. And, we suffer from Stockholm syndrome as well as cognitive dissonance when it comes to religion, right? You know what I'm saying? So, I expect that, so they can go and say, look, he's giving the computer to a Muslim and now the young black child. Like, motherfuckers, please. I tried. And every time I tried, these Negropeans want to act as if they're doing me a favor. So, hey. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous, man. But anyhow, the stupidity of my people is conditioned into them. So, another child's going to enjoy it. That's all. Right? Because again, this is how they turn you against your people and your people against you. Right? Not working with me though. My people get the first choice. Like I said, I tried it with, some black children in my daughter's school, and the mother didn't want him to have it. So okay, fine. The other one, we were supposed to meet up, call the dude. He's like, oh, I'm heading out right now, so whatever. And I'm like, what I'm saying? I'm not playing that game. I'm not going to play that game. Okay? Why am I chasing you and I'm giving you a computer? Right? I'm giving you, I think it was his niece, something like that. But here's the thing, he lied to me when I said, that's your daughter? He told me yes. You know what I'm saying? Then I found out that was actually her uncle that came to pick up. My daughter was like, because she used to go to the same school as my daughter. They both got the same name. So when my daughter was speaking to her, I saw him and I said, that's your daughter? He said, yes. I said, do you mind if my daughter and I doing a computer to your daughter? He said, sure. Took his number, called him, we set up a time and a date, called him a time and a date. Dude was like, I'm like, okay, well, I'm saying, hey, I'm not chasing you, man. I'm not doing that. I'm not chasing you. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving your niece a computer. I'm not chasing you. And then, again, yesterday I picked my daughter from school, went to the store. They sent my nieces there, right? They sent my nieces there. And I'm like, yo, what's going on here? So, I'm asking her, do you have a computer? She's like, yeah, she has a laptop. What kind of laptop? I got a MacBook. I'm like, hey, your parents can afford to give you a MacBook? A MacBook is not cheap. You know what I'm saying? This computer is budget for a child, right? For a teenager, getting into high school or middle school, what have you, preteen, middle school, into high school, But this is what they do. So they can try to run this operation about, you didn't give nothing to his family. I'm like, please save this shit, man. Come on. Save that shit. All because I don't follow Christianity. Why would I? Look at how Christians behave. Why would anybody who is not a Christian become a Christian? You see their behavior, right? But you see their behavior. You see how they are. You see what they do. Why would you? Me, who's not a Christian, at least I try to teach my children to give back whatever little bit that they can. It doesn't have to be anything. If they see a schoolmate that may need a pair of shoes or what have you, you know what I'm saying? We've given away sneakers, got eBay $20 or have you, bought like 2 or 3 and donate them. If I bought my son a sneakers and he hasn't worn it because, for whatever reason, I'm like, bro, you grew out of it, sneakers is brand new, I donate it. Ain't nothing, what I'm saying? There ain't nothing wrong with that. That's something that I would do. I don't have to think twice about it. I don't have to think about, if I give somebody this, I'm gonna get this back and that back and that. I don't think like that. I've never thought like that. Never. See, like I said, they know good people and they will try to destroy you because you're a good person. And they will do it in ways that you don't even recognize and understand. That's what religion does to the mind. Religion corrupts the mind. Right? Religion actually makes them do evil things and wicked things, not the other way around. You don't teach them about love. You don't teach them about respect and understanding. It teaches them to hate, to manipulate, to be contradictory in the things that they say and do, right? And to engage in behavior that is outright criminal against other people, all right, including their own family members. Right? It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So no, you're the red thing. They always got to show up, right? I need to start wearing. I have a red jacket like the one I have on, but I can't find it. I always talk about how they will try to steal things that I bought to enable to counter what it is that they do. They'll steal my clothes, but particularly when it comes to certain colors, they will steal it. They will damage it. They will, all this stuff, right? Look, my family members have worn my clothes without my permission, have destroyed my clothes, and then hang it up in my closet, right? And not say anything, not replace it or anything like that, right? They have taken things from me, destroyed it. I might get upset, but it is what it is, right? I understand family dynamics, and particularly when we are raised a certain way, we don't have any respect for each other things and so forth or each other. And that's what religion does, right? If you look at some of the most religious people, right, they are by far, in terms of their behavior and in terms of the contradictory things that they say and do, you'll find them in some of the so-called, with the cult-like mindset, right? So again, all religion is a cult. All religion are cults, right? And Christianity is the most cultish and most destructive religion there is. It is, because it is a dead cult, right? They worship a dead man, a dead fictional man. They wear a cross around their neck. It symbolizes death, right? And so when you wear an ankh that symbolizes life, they hate you for it. And again, it is not a religious symbol. It is a symbol that represents life, right? So it's like if I was to wear a chain with a baby on my neck, they would hate that too, because that represents life, right? And a child is born. A child is, it's alive in the mother's womb, but, it's brought into the world. You know what I'm saying? They will hate that too, right? So what do? They wear images of guns, of the cross, skull and crossbones. This, I guess you got to understand European mindset and how they have instilled their toxic mindset within us and took what we have as positive and incorporated within the society and incorporate what's negative in their society into our society and our mindset. All right? So, talk to you guys in the next video.